Many of the heroes that made an impact against racism in history are well known. Two out of the three individuals we'll discuss are lesser known but still made significant contributions to society and Black history. When I think of influential people from the past and people that changed the game, one of the first people I think of is Martin Luther King Jr. He was a big part of the civil rights movement. He is known for the marches and speeches he gave. He was the president of the Montgomery Improvement Association. One of the marches he led was the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. The march took place on August 28, 1963, at the nation's capital. This is where Martin Luther King gave his most famous speech, "I Have a Dream." He went on in 1963 and was named Time Magazine's Man of the Year. He also won a Nobel Peace Prize in 1964 for what he did in the civil rights movement. The final speech he gave was "I've Been to the Mountaintop," which took place on April 3, 1968, the day before he was assassinated. Another individual that stood out to me was Dr. Ronald E. Mcnair. He was an astronaut for NASA. He was selected to train to become an astronaut for NASA in January 1978. In 1976, he became a Doctor of Philosophy of Physics from MIT. His first flight to space was on STS-41B, which launched on February 3, 1984. On that flight, the crew deployed two huge 376 communication satellites. Dr. Mcnair had primary responsibility for many operations that were part of that flight. The flight landed on February 11, 1984, which added 191 hours to the total hours that Dr. Mcnair had been in space. On January 28, 1986, Dr. Mcnair was part of the Challenger shuttle, mission STS-51L. When the Challenger launched, it exploded and took the life of Dr. Ronald E. Mcnair and everyone else who was on the space shuttle. One of the biggest influencers in music is Marian Anderson. She is known as the world's greatest contralto, and she opened up the world for other Black singers. Marian Anderson made her European debut in Berlin, Germany. With that, she was invited to tour Scandinavian countries. She got to sing in front of the kings of Sweden and Denmark. Marian was a big hit in Europe. Then she was offered a contract that would feature her in 15 shows in America. She was the first Black soloist to sing at the Metropolitan Opera of New York City, and in 1936, she was asked to sing at the White House. After being denied an opportunity to sing at the Constitution Hall by the Daughters of the American Revolution, President Roosevelt's wife was upset, and the White House arranged for her to perform at the Lincoln Memorial on Easter Sunday, 1939, in front of the audience of 75,000. She was the first Black singer to do that. For more than 30 years, Marian toured throughout the world. Marian also sang at the March on Washington in 1963. In the same year, she was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 1973, Marian was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. Later in 1991, she was awarded the Grammys Award for Lifetime Achievement. Marian Anderson passed away in 1993 at the age of 96. These are just a few influencers and game changers in Black history. The impact they made has helped to shape our society for the better. We still have a ways to go, but with more heroes like Dr. King, Dr. Mcnair, and Miss Anderson, we will continue to make progress.